this, but or hear this, but what's most disappointing to me is if we're the Virginia High School League, or we're a true sportsmanship, then how about giving us the due respect that we were able to fight back after the way the game started, and have a little respect from both sides instead of all of the talk and all that. These are high school kids battling like hell. It was a great game. It could have been a runaway. I mean, most teams are not going to be able to rebound from the way the game started. And then we're going to have listen to people mouth off, run their mouth, no control, and make a spectacle of a game that was really a good football game, and a lot of good things you can take away from it. But the lack of mutual respect, both by the coaches, both by the organization, the whole thing, makes it not the game it should be. And I'm tired of watching it. I'm tired of, it's just somebody needs to step up and run a good system for these kids, because we fought like hell, and then we still got to have people in our face. It's ridiculous.
Questions, guys? Can you be more specific? I mean, are you
the
referring
taunting,
only to Maury?
The jabbering by coaches on the other side, the lack of respect that was shown in that game is ridiculous. And it's one thing. I'll tell you what. If a team came back on us like that, I'd be going, damn, that's a freaking hell of a fight they gave. There's a little bit of respect there. Is all I'm saying. And when we have to deal with all the taunting and all that stuff, it's pretty tough. But
Mickey, you're down 28-0, down at halftime, 28-14. What'd you tell your guys to spark that comeback?
Well, I thought we started to come back at the end of the half, and then we could carry it in. I think they saw that we had some opportunities and we could do this. And there was a lot of energy, and I think we had a great opportunity. I mean, honestly, they did what I wanted to do. I really felt like that if, after that punt, if we got the ball after the punt, instead of the roughing, I thought we could get in our base sets and really just wear on 3 yards at a time, 4 yards at a time, really wear a lot of clock, maybe the whole clock, and try to score and go for 2 and win it. And they did exactly what I'd hoped that we'd do. They just kept the football the whole fourth quarter.
So you're saying if it came down to it, you'd gone for 2?
Oh, definitely. That was done that already here, a little too early, but we didn't get that opportunity. They held the football. They made a lot of great plays. They got a lot of great weapons. I think their ability or their athleticism caught us a little off guard for a while. I think we were a step behind the whole first quarter and a half. We were still a little step behind, but we were catching up. We're starting to figure it out a little bit.
Yeah, and for the players, when did you guys start to feel comfortable in this game? Because when you are down, it feels like you're out of your system, but later on, it looked like you were playing more familiar football. Was there a point where you were like, okay, we're right back in this and we can kind of do what we planned to do?
I mean, I'll speak for all of us. I don't think we ever thought we were out of the game. Energy in the second quarter definitely got up a little bit, and we were a little more positive than we were. But yeah, definitely that second quarter. But we never thought we were out of it. We knew we could come back.
I would agree. We trust our defense, we trust our offense, make big plays. We went down early, and I'm not going to stress because I know how good our team was and how resilient we can be. So it was just about knowing our stuff, doing what we can do, and just doing one step at a time until we get back into the game, which we did. So I'm proud of my team for that, though.
Jared, I saw you kind of after the game at midfield. You looked like you're kind of taking it all in, and your hands on your hips. What are you thinking kind of in that moment after all the emotions of such a great season, and then today having it be such a wild kind of?
I mean, it sucks obviously to lose, especially for me, 2 years in a row in this game. But I was just kind of trying to appreciate this whole season. It was a hell of a ride. Wouldn't want to play with anyone else. Wouldn't play with any other coach, and it was a surreal moment. I mean, it's sad, but it's bittersweet. I'm happy that I got to play with these boys for the whole season.
Mikhail, for you and other players, to speak on what Coach Thompson has done with you guys, I mean, to go to the state championship 9 times in 15 years is tough, and it felt like you guys believed you were going to win in the second half, even after trailing 28-0.
Yeah, I mean, Coach knows what he's doing. After we scored, defense was just on it. Everybody everybody that confidence back. We never thought we were out, but it was just that spark of them scoring just brought us back into the game.
Coach, what can you do after a play like the roughing the punter? Because it's one of those, I mean, all penalties are frustrating, but it's one of those kind of bang bang things. How do you kind of?
That one's really hard because, you know, you got a kid out there fighting his ass off, making plays for you, and then does something, you know, not the best player and smartest player, whatever. So we make bad calls too, so I want them to stick with me. So, you know, you can't labor. I mean, yeah, there was a lot of complaining on phones and everything, screaming, you know, but then you gotta just pick the kid up and go. It happens.
Coach, tell me about Billy's play in the second half. I mean, he was really brilliant for a stretch there for you guys throwing the football.
Right. I thought Billy's ability to elude the rush a little bit, move around the pocket, made there were 3 or 4 huge plays that I could think of where, you know, we were 3rd and long and they had a pretty good rush and he was able to move around and find receivers. So, but he's been doing that all year though, you know. And the big thing for us was, what do? Do you come in here and sling it around and give them more touches, which I thought was going to be a problem, or do you try to get in a grind and pick your spots where you're going to go? So initially we were just going to run the ball, move it around a little bit, pick our spots and spread, you know. But before you blink, you know, you're 21-0 down, and you just got to start throwing a lot more. So.
Yeah. Go ahead.
What do you attribute that fast start to? Were they doing something that maybe you didn't expect, or did you guys just get caught on your heels, or what was the difference there in that first quarter and a half or so?
I mean, I'd have to, you know, tip my hat to them. I mean, they made some nice plays. They were walling some of us off on defense. Tu's an exceptional player. You know, he makes people miss. Quarterback can run. I mean, they you know, at some point you got to say, hey, these guys are good, and you know, you might have missed. You're just trying to catch up to the speed of the game. We don't see the speed of the game in the north that we see down here. So we try to replicate it, warn them about it. They kind of know it, but then you see it. Can you see 2 run? It's tough. He's a lot bigger than I thought. I'm trying to judge it myself.
Billy, how do you settle in kind of after a rocky start? I mean, you did seem much more comfortable there. Is that something where you're talking to yourself? Is it teammates coming up to you? Like, you know, how do you make that adjustment?
I kind of talk to myself in my head, but obviously I trust my teammates. Our O-line, very good O-line. I've been sacked maybe 5 times this season before the game, and like, I trusted my guys, and I knew we could go out and do it. Came up a little short, but I knew we could. I was confident in my team.
Anything else? Thanks, guys.